Hi there, it's the English Picker here. These are my picking finds for this weekend. Unfortunately, it rained all weekend. Heavy rain. We've had a month's average rainfall in 24 hours in one day. So, yeah, the car boot sales weren't really on. There was one on, one small one. The weather held out. There weren't many booters there, but managed to get a few things. So here's what I found. First things go into on the way back from the boot sale. There was this outside somebody's house. It's made by Hoover, 2000-watt Hoover. There was a note on it that said free to good home for spares or repairs. Doesn't work. So I brought it back and couldn't get it to work, but all I did is I changed the fuse and the plug, and it works like a champ. So they chucked it out, and all it needed was a new fuse. So yeah, works great. They don't go for a lot of money, but I'll take it down to the car boot, and I should be able to get 10 quid for that when I do a sale at the flea market or whatnot. Next thing I got, which was a bit of an error, was this guitar. The sale was closing up, and because it was absolutely peeing it down, and the person was just getting rid of stuff, and she said everything 50p. So I managed to get. I didn't really look at it because it was raining. Got it for 50p. It's made in China job. It's missing two strings. It's pretty beat up. It's called. Sorry about the lighting in here. A parrot. Parrot. That's all printed. It's not particularly great, so I'll probably take it again when I go to the flea market, and I'll get a couple of quid for that. Some bits of silver. I picked up a spoon here. I paid £2 for it. I've got to test it. The top spins like that, which is pretty cool. I've got to test it. The markings look like 90% silver, but I don't know. It looks like silver, so I think it is. But I took a chance on £2. Really, I mean, that's if it's a plated spoon, that's all the money there. But oh well. Got this in with a little costume jewellery. It looks kind of costume jewellery, but you can tell from the base that it is silver. There's no markings at all. It looks kind of a one-off made job. So I'm gonna test it up. Think it is silver. So I paid 50p for it. So that's all good. Again, out of some costume jewellery, I got this. I've no idea what it is. I think it's a pendant, but there's no obvious place to put the chain through. Probably through there. It's marked 925 on the back. I got this for 20p. It's got like these diamantes around it, but it is still silver. Then I paid £1.50 for this. It's a bit much, but it is a silver chain. So that's all the scrap. It weighs 3.5 grams, so it's about £1.70's worth of scrap. So not particularly brilliant. So yeah, one of my two deals of the day really is I got a load of trading card things. They're made by and it's called the Yu-Jin-Oh trading card game. Don't know anything about them, didn't know them, but I knew that cards did well, and there was all these cards here in a big stack with a rubber band around it. Said how much? She goes, £1. I said, well, to be honest, I don't really know whether they're the type of things. I'm not too sure on them, but I'll give them a go for a bit of fun. But would you take 50p? She said, yeah, go on then. I'll take 50p. So I took a chance, really. Come back, and most of them are pretty junky. But going through them all, I haven't gone through them all yet. There's two here. This one goes for £3, and this one goes for about £12. It's called the Blue-Eyed Ultimate Dragon. You can look it up yourself. Also, there's some in there that do well that have got like metallic writing as opposed to the normal dark writing. They do well. So I should get between 10 and 20 quid for this lot, which is a nice little profit there. So always worth looking out for the trading cards. They're not all they're not all worth a load, but if you sell them in volume, you're going to make a good profit. And then lastly, the best deal of the day was over here. I got some vinyls. There was all these vinyls here. There was 60 altogether, and they were in a thing. And I said, how much are the vinyls? She goes, well, I was looking to get 20p each, and she didn't know how many was there. She thought there was about 40, 50. And I said, well, I had a quick look through. I said, well, how much for all of them? She goes, I don't know, shoot me a price. I said, well, would you take £4? She said, no, I wouldn't take 4, but I'd take 5. I said, go on then, I'll give you 5. So I paid her £5 for all of these. Now the top one is a Shakin' Stevens one. Some of my other ones mixed in there. Yeah, Shakin' Stevens one. Greatest hits. This actually is in pretty mint condition. It goes for between £3 and £4, so not too bad. Now the rest, the 59 others that are there, are all dance music. So you got Paul Van Dyk. We've got the other ones here. Oh, David Morales, that's house. We've got Manifesto. Defected, that's house music. All sorts. We've got tons on here. We've got some more dance music, more Paul Van Dyk, Darude Sandstorm, PPK Resurrection. These are all the kind of tunes that were playing when I first started to go to nightclubs and stuff. Angela Nelson, Every Day, Solar Stone, Seven Cities. They're all real sort of club classics in the dance and trance music community. So I know the tracks well. So I was more comfortable buying these than say the Shakin' Stevens stuff. They're all in absolutely mint condition. Some don't look like they've ever been played. So there's 59 of them. I pay £5, and even if I get £1 each, you know, I'm still going to make a good profit there. Some of them go a bit more. I've got a friend coming over who's going to go through them and help me assess which ones are better. So yeah, pretty cool. So look out for some of the more modern vinyls, the stuff for modern day DJs, because some of these they're from sort of the late 90s, early 2000s, and they can go for quite good money. You know, some of them can go up to £10, £20 for these singles. So it's pretty good. I've done quite well on eBay this weekend. If you look on my previous videos, you'll see that I had a World War II postcard that was sent back from the front in 1942. I paid £1.50 for it, and it sold tonight for £68.86. So I'm really happy at that. Also sold some of the other clothes for good money, and thanks everyone for the advice on that. I really appreciate it. So please check out my other videos. Please rate, comment and subscribe, and you can catch me on Facebook as The English Picker, and I'll see you all soon.